This will be my first video on Lesson 12. Lesson 12 is about the while loop. We spent all last week on the for loop, and now we begin the while loop. When we first talked about the for loop, we said that it has three parts to it: initialization, control expression, and then a step expression. So if we're doing something as simple as possible, we'll say counting to 10. Our initialization might be int I equals 1, and our control I less than equal to 10, and then I plus plus. So those three parts fit nicely into a for loop. For, here's my initialization, I equals 1. Here's my control, I less than equal to 10, and the step. Then you just combine that with some kind of body or block of code, body of a loop or block of code inside the loop, such as an out.println I. Okay, certainly a simple loop for all of us now to write a for loop that steps from 1 to 10 and prints each one on the screen. Okay, import java.util. Let's see. Okay, and so that compiles fine, of course, and I run it, and no problem. Now our second kind of for loop, just like all loops, have those same three pieces. Okay, and our second kind of loop is the while loop. The only thing different about the while, of course, is the word for versus the word while, and then the order of the three pieces. Okay, so we're going to take a look at where the initialization goes, where the control goes, and where the step goes, and then we'll have the same block of code inside the loop. So we're going to use the word while, and it's going to be followed by a block of code, just like the for loop. Same rules for using braces for ifs and fors apply to whiles. If you have just one statement inside the while, you don't need to use braces. We'll see if we have one or more in this one. Now the initialization comes before the loop starts. Okay, so before the while loop, we say int I equals 1. It's the exact same initialization. The control goes inside the while loop parentheses, and that's all that goes there. There were three things that go inside the for loop parentheses, but just one thing that goes inside the while loop. Then in the body of the while loop, you want to display I, just like it above, and then finally here comes our step. The step is the last thing to happen, and it goes top to bottom in a while loop, whereas in a for loop it goes left to right. So let's go ahead and comment out this for loop, which we know worked. See if I made any mistakes. Not this time. And there that same execution is 1 through 10. So again, try to look at what's similar about these loops and not say, oh my gosh, a new thing to learn. It's very similar. And the while loop has several advantages, and we'll start seeing those right away in our programs.